What's up, YouTube? Another episode of Art Director Q&A. I'm pumped, lots of great questions. Let's go. Okay, no time to waste. I'll bypass my whole spiel about how I got lots of great questions, how I'm excited to answer them, how if you have questions of your own, please comment those questions below, and I'll just get right into it. That was kind of the whole spiel, huh? All right, question one comes from Lola. She says, do you have to be able to draw to be an art director? No, you don't. I know some art directors who are amazing drawers, but I know many more who can't draw at all. I'm fine at drawing. I'm okay. But I find that I'm able to make my way through drawing digitally because there's so many opportunities to adjust and finesse your art until it is exactly the way you want. It's a great skill to have, but it is just one skill. I mean, many clients and brands that you work on may not even use it. There are so many other ways to visually communicate your idea. So, in a nutshell, drawing is a great skill to have in your creative arsenal, but it is in no way required to be a good art director. Alright, next question from Lavi. I am a bachelor's student right now, and before starting my master's in art direction, I wish to take a year off to explore more. Work better on establishing a social media presence with my illustrations, and sharpen my skills more in software like Photoshop, Illustrator, etc. It would be really helpful if you could share some advice on what skills or courses I can do in the year off that might help me get prepared for the future out there. You know, the skills that will come in handy in the future and might look good on a resume. Alright, Lavi, you have 1 year, you want to use it wisely, what do you do? Alright, 1, I know you're taking a break from the whole school thing, but I highly recommend taking Lynda or Skillshare online classes. 2, make some headway on your portfolio. Go ahead and get a jump on creating multiple 360-degree big idea campaigns for multiple brands. Set deadlines to keep yourself accountable and just keep ideating and creating. Get real serious about problem solving, brainstorming, and learning to think conceptually. That right there will be your biggest differentiator amongst others when you're entering that master's program. That is, if you even feel like you need grad school at that point. You might find that your portfolio a year from now is job ready. As always, do what's right for you, but do know that grad school is not a prerequisite for this career. Alright, from a skill perspective, a skill that will help you get prepared for the future. You just can't go wrong with doubling down on either After Effects or Cinema 4D. Animation and 3D are sought after step-up skills for art directors today, and a few years from now they'll probably be the norm. Video isn't going anywhere no matter how much art direction migrates more and more online. Get ahead of it. I would also recommend dabbling in Adobe Aero, giving yourself just a little taste of augmented reality. It's actually much easier to explore than you think, and it makes for a nice talking point in upcoming interviews. Best of luck, Lavi. Full steam ahead. Question 3 from Rajat. I want to understand and know if I have the skills, talent, and the mindset to work in the advertising industry. How should I go about that if I'm trying to figure out if I'm fit for this industry or not? Though I'm currently working at a bank, I really love marketing and advertising. Please help. The whole, am I right for this industry or is this industry right for me question. Here are a few suggestions. Alright, 1. Check out the book, Hey Whipple Squeeze This. It's the best ad book that dives deep into the industry in which you would be getting yourself into. The more you know about it, the better you'll be able to determine if this industry is right for you. Self-plug, but try watching a few more videos on this channel to see what else the industry entails and what is expected of you in order to break in. 3, your mindset is imperative. It's a pretty fun and creative career, but it definitely has its mental challenges. I'm not going to oversell it to you. There are quick deadlines. Your ideas won't always be well received. You will constantly question if you suck. Video on that above. You've just got to keep a level head and try not to be too hard on yourself. All in all, if you want it, you can definitely get there. This is absolutely an attainable career. Just, do a little bit more research and see if it's something you can see yourself doing long term. Best of luck, Rajat. I hope you find what you're looking for. Moving on, next question, Owen Osborne. That's who it's from. Are there any books that I should pick up specific to improving my ideation and concepting abilities besides the following? 1. Hey Whipple Squeeze This. 2. The Advertising Concept Book. 3. Creative Advertising Ideas and Techniques from the World's Best Campaigns. Dang. The books you listed are definitely the tops. The Creative Process Illustrated is also a fun one. But after reading all those, what I truly recommend you doing is just simply scrolling through advertising award manuals. See how others creatively solve their brand's problems. Deconstruct what they did and really analyze their thinking, their strategy behind their idea. This will help you think differently about your own projects. And after you've done all that reading and conducted your own little award audit, you have more than enough ammo to start tackling your own concepts. The best way to get better at concepting is just by doing more of it, a lot more. That's how you truly sharpen your process and hone in your brainstorming skills. All right, Q5 from Sharon Lee. I was just wondering, as an aspiring art director, is a Wacom worth it for Adobe, or would you recommend an iPad? Is the difference it makes worth the money? Really great question, Sharon. I have played around with both, and here's the deal. A Wacom tablet definitely has a steeper learning curve. A lot of people, when they first get it, use it as their full-time mouse just to kind of get the hang of it. Now, on the flip, the iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil is so familiar, so intuitive, so easy to use. But let me put this lopsided review to a halt for a sec. First, what are you using it for? For illustration purposes, the amazing drawing capabilities on programs like Affinity and Procreate are kind of unmatched, making the iPad Pro probably a fan favorite. If you're doing more photo retouching, then your Wacom is probably still your go-to. Now, you can still illustrate on the Wacom. There are tons of Wacom assassins out there that will give you hope, but it will probably just take you a little bit longer to achieve the results that you're looking for. Now, with all that being said, a Wacom tablet will cost you a few $100, where an iPad Pro and an Apple Pencil will cost you 4x that. So it really just comes down to what you're using it for, what you can afford at the moment, and what you're really just more comfortable with. I really hope I didn't further confuse your purchasing decision. I'm sure you will do great either way. No worries at all. You got this. We have time for one more? No one's over there. Question from Zach. As an aspiring AD, how important is it to become Adobe Certified in Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and After Effects? It's not important at all. Don't waste time and money on those tests. Look, it can't hurt your resume, but the people hiring you, quite frankly, don't care. First and foremost, you will be judged on your portfolio of work. That's your golden ticket. Recruiters care much more about how you actually use the programs to execute your work, rather than you being able to list out what buttons live within the tool panel in Photoshop. The only time that Adobe Certification has ever helped me is on a few freelance sites to put a little tiny badge of credibility for potential future clients. But if you go the agency route, just don't worry about it. Spend that time more wisely. Don't spend it studying. Continue to learn by actually doing. And that's it. That's what we've got today. Ask your own questions below. And whether you're one of my much appreciated subscribers or someone who might stumble on one of my videos in the future, I'll see you next time, my friends. Later.